What up, man? It's NBA 2K stand trial, my second video. First off, before I even get started like that, I want to send a shout out to Dutch for putting me on J-Easy. And J-Easy for even caring enough to speak on the topic as well. If y'all don't know J-Easy, follow him on YouTube and Twitter. It's J-A-I-E-A-Z-Y. My man Dutch on Twitter is D-U-T-C-H. You know what I'm saying? Got like a green leaf on his profile name too. But pretty much, I want to clarify some stuff with 2K. The video, stuff like that I made. One, to clarify some stuff to put it in perspective. I want to thank 2K of years of making a good game. Okay. Like I stated in the last video, I don't really blame 2K for making a great video game, great basketball game, because it's not their fault. It's the community fault. And it's the people that the community are getting their ideas from, which a lot of time are YouTubers, which in a lot of cases are the people that 2K listen to when it comes down time to adding features, taking features, all that type of stuff. I noticed they ask a couple questions on Twitter. It be minor stuff. It ain't never really nothing major. But it's hard to ask something major if you're going to cut and paste from the last game and put it into this one. Some stuff they already got ready to go. But I get it, because the game only has a 1 year lifespan before you putting out the other one. So it's kind of hard to start over from scratch. It can take longer to make than a year to make a video game, But pretty much, like I stated before, I don't only blame 2K for not making a game after all this time, cheater and exploit proof. The only time they're ready to get serious is when somebody cheating as far as like taking VC or building their characters quick, because all that stuff affects their money. If people are able to hit 99, people ain't gonna spend no money. Ain't gonna be no money on building their ratings up high or buying, all this extra stuff and boost. You don't need it. And a lot of times, that's the only time they get serious about banning people and suspending people and all that other stuff, or whatever the case is. Like I said, as far as 2K making a great game, I don't blame them for making a great game. I blame the community, but I do blame 2K for not shutting it down when it gets started and stopping it indefinitely and carrying it over to every single system. Okay. You got to blame the community because, come on, man. You can't blame, you can't blame 2K for the dumb shit your brain tell your fingers to do. A lot of y'all don't even have to do this cheesing and shit and this exploits and stuff in the game. You choose to do that. You don't have to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? People that think about cheating and using exploits a lot are normally ain't very good at the game. Like if you take the exploits and the cheese out, they just average. Average players. No good on ball D. Struggle to shoot. Struggle to know where they should take their shots from. They turn average. Some of them individuals pretty good. They still cheese and shit, but for the most part, most of the people that you take away the little exploits and stuff, they can't survive like that. Now, pretty much my point of these videos is 2K need to start listening to some different type of players. Everybody don't like the cheese. Like, I'm grown, a lot of the YouTubers, they grown, they over 21, stuff like that. But shit, I'm grown, man. I don't want to have to go on YouTube to learn how to play basketball, video game basketball, just to be able to compete with these dudes out here, man. I don't want to play like that. I shouldn't have to go learn how to cheese in order to be able to compete, in order to be able to, stupid, because a lot of these guys, they made it to win that. They even won that prize money, them tournaments. Cheese all the way through. Games is just, they ain't exciting, they ain't worth watching. I know some of the E-League owners that had to watch some of their play styles was looking like, is this how they gonna play? God damn. Fuck it, I guess we got some money to blow. Go ahead and put some money into that shit. But I know they looked at that shit like, damn, we don't really want to. They gonna do that shit all season? I don't want to see that. Yeah, it's bad enough people run bitch ball. Oh, I'm sorry. Zone. You know what I'm saying? You know, come on, man. But I'll get into all that. You know, it's ain't sixth grade. You know, people want to see two good matchups match up against each other. They don't want to go zone. You know, when you're watching the NBA in real life, you want two of the strongest players to get together and duke it out on the court, man. You don't want to see them going zone. This ain't sixth grade. Y'all got a problem sticking on ball defense. You need to start practicing and working on it. Go figure. You know, like I said, zone is just, it's cheap. And the only thing that keeps life into the zone are the unrealistic heavy steals. You take that away, zone can't breathe. You take that overpowering 3-point, that unrealistic ass 3-point away, zone can't breathe. I mean, 5-out can't breathe. There's some things they gotta do something with. And even if they don't do nothing with it, that's fine. Keep it in the game. But the main point of this video is y'all gotta put a different mode in it. I'm sure you ain't gonna take it away from all the people that like it. Okay, that's fine. Keep it. But what you need to do is put some more park in the game that don't take all them badges. Put a pro-am in the game that you can't go in there with all them badges. You just gotta play straight up. Ain't no speed boosting, no cheating, no cheat. See which one you get the most attention for. One mode you're gonna have one champion in the park, the normal park that's out now. You're gonna have one champion in a normal pro-am that's out now. You know, like the one that you can do all the park stuff in the pro-am. That's all gravy. But then make a park mode where you're gonna have a champion up in there. Ain't no badges and no cheese and no speed boost. It's different type of war. It's different types of champions out there, man. You know, it's hard. The cheesers are perfectly fine. They happy. But it's hard for people that don't want to go out their way to learn how to. I say cheese, but we mean the other C words. Cheat. All right? There's other people that don't want to go on YouTube to learn how to cheat. I don't want to have to go on YouTube to learn how to play the video game basketball, man. How to be able to cheat in order to compete. You know, for prize money and all this other stuff. I shouldn't have to do that, man. Okay? I mean, this video is pretty much just, I'm going to do some pros and cons and some solutions. I ain't just going to have all down talk on the game. Because you don't get nowhere if you don't have no solutions on what should be done. And a lot of times 2K need to stop listening to other people, man. Just make your game. Stop listening to some of the people that you've been listening to. You got to keep in mind, the only people that want the game to stay the way it is now is people that do that exploiting and stuff. They play off of the broken screens, the overpowered 3-pointers. Y'all already let them talk you into double archetypes. Me personally, I was fine using single archetypes. You know, I knew the double archetype shit was gonna be heavy. Go figure. The playmaking sharpshooters are running amok again. You give an inch, they take them out. All right. Sometimes, you know, when you're gonna make an album, man, you can't listen to other people's music, or it's gonna affect your album. You know what I'm saying? You can't listen to what other people talking about. You're gonna mess around and get up on your project and start trying to do some of that stuff. Sometimes y'all need to cut off everything when you're making this shit. Cut off everything. Don't listen to nothing but the own sounds in your mind and make the game tough. It's basketball, man. Need to be tough, man. Need to be hard. When people can't get no 3-ball off, if somebody start off 0 for 5, man, they shouldn't lead to start off lighting that court up, man, okay? Unless they start shooting, taking better shot selections, mid-ranges, inside shots, stuff like that. And y'all scared to make people have a bad shooting game, and that's horrible. It's like nobody fears the fire symbol. Nobody fears the cold symbol. Everybody fears the takeover mode. Like that you should have never put that in the basketball game. When y'all put that in the basketball game, the first thing popped up in my mind is y'all don't feel like, man, y'all don't want to make no more basketball games. Y'all started the weird shit now. You put super modes in the overpowered basketball game? Shit, it's already too strong. And you put that mode in there. So let's get started. All right, check it out. We're gonna start from the beginning, right? The modes in the game. I don't know if y'all ever paid attention. 2K. When I say 2K, I'm talking about the developers, the Mike Wangs, the Zach Timmermans, the people that could actually affect the game dramatically. So I don't know if y'all have paid attention to it. 2K. Every basketball game has a 1 year lifespan. Okay. I get it. Sometimes I think it might be beneficial to have a 2 year lifespan. If it got a lot of updates in it that'll change the game after maybe a year or something like that, then that ought to be interesting. I mean, it's basketball. People got to understand there's so much. It's only so much you can put in a basketball game before it stopped looking realistic. You know what I'm saying? It's only so much you can do. I mean, it's fucking basketball. It ain't much to it. Every mode is going to have some shoot the ball through the hoop stuff. Now, unless you start putting some stuff on the game that ain't got nothing to do with basketball, such as the dodgeball, red and blue ball, little funny act and stuff like that. Like, I'm sure you don't start putting pool and all these other little stuff up on there. You got football catch and all that. Like, there's only so much you can do, and people need to understand that as well. But, like, it's not enough time to create a My League, grind your player, still play and stuff like the My Team and build your My Team stuff up, because you don't want to be spending money on My Team if you ain't playing it in the first place. You know, then you got to do career, then you're grinding for badges. It's not enough time for everything. So there's a lot of your game modes don't get touched within that year span. You know, a lot of us, man, we work. So when it come down time to the new, a lot of us try to stay up to the latest game, to the latest title. You know, don't nobody want to be behind. But, man, sometimes I think it'll be beneficial to have maybe a 2 year lifespan on some of these sport games, man. If you got some pretty updates, you can light it up about a year later, whatever the case is, and kind of change it to something else or do something else like that. The archetype builds. The game is too archetypey. You know, it's like rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. And it's just like that. It's like, you know, for rebounding, nobody beats the rim protector. He don't even have to be in position. Like, why is the archetypes built so heavy, and as the game is so archetype heavy, where you don't even have to be good at getting in position? That's the difference. If these rebounding and people and stuff like that getting in position, I totally understand them grabbing a lot of rebounds. Okay, it's to the point now where nobody has to be intelligent on the court. You don't even have to really play basketball. All you have to do is create it, and you can be it. And it should never be like that. For the fact you got it like that, that means you don't have to play. It's not basketball anymore. You don't even have to play basketball anymore. Okay, you just, man, I made a DPS, and now I'm able to hit hard. I made a tank, and now I'm able to hit hard. That's another thing I want to touch on too. You know, like y'all mentioned the dribble clipping and stuff like that. Dribble clipping. Why y'all ain't mentioned they mentioned the body clipping, but the clipping that you should have mentioned or made reference to was the dribble clipping. Okay. Now I learned this clipping stuff from DC Universe. When you're doing moves, you do them so quick to the point where you're using like 2, 3, 4 moves so fast, and you're doing more to your opponent. Okay. For example, in 2K, there is a counter to every action in the game. So if you do a spin move and you spin 100% all the way around and you face it back towards your player, there's a counter to that spin move. But some people are doing their dribbles and stringing together little cheese dribble combos so quick to where they spin 70%, do a step back, run around in a circle, and come like literally like you ain't never addressed that type of clipping, man. That's clipping. You got to learn something about clipping. You know, y'all was talking about the clipping where people hands and stuff going through anybody's bodies. I can tolerate that to an extent, I guess. I mean, let's be honest. This year, hell, the damn ball was getting intercepted by you trying to make smart passes, and the ball hitting people's faces and falling down, hitting their chests falling down, hitting their backs falling down. You know, so now when you look at this, you don't want the ball to go through people's stuff. It really wasn't looking like it was going to be what it was cracked up to be. Okay? And that's another thing, too. Like, why is it that the defense intelligence in the game is so much stronger than the offense intelligence, right? Preset steals. That shit gotta go. That man, okay, I ain't gonna say it gotta go, but that shit is so aggravating this year. Because, see, you'll throw a pass, right? And everybody's seen it. Either the computer will reach up and snatch it for you, whatever the case is, and sometimes you'll be the one to actually steal it. But you'll throw a pass, the opponent will press the steal button. His character will do the right animation move to grab the steal. But your character did a stupid move to pass the ball, which led to a preset steal, right? See a man running to the corner, trying to get in the corner for a three-pointer. You pass the ball, but instead of him passing it straight fast or over the man's head, whatever the case is, just by offensive IQ and knowing how to pass the ball or a high passing number, he did some slow animation and threw it, pulled the man off the three-point line into the mid-range area just because the other man pressed square at the same time you passed it, which turned your pass into his interception from the door. Okay? That happens too much this year. Okay? I was looking at it and we wondered, like, man, why is it that the passing is so much, the stealing is so much smarter than the character's passing? Who throws the ball and the ball hit somebody in the back and fall to the floor? How or when do you see that shit in real life? Now I get it. A lot of people, I heard somebody say, one of the YouTubers say, man, I'm gonna try not to mention nobody's names. I don't care much for people to just mess the game up, man. Little buddy say, if I wanted to play real ball, I pick up a ball and go outside. But that ain't the fattest shit I've ever heard a man say. Okay? Well, who says that? Like, man, if I wanted to play real ball, I would just pick up a ball and go outside. I even had another dude up on my Twitter page say that shit one day. They don't want the game realistic because, if it was going to be realistic, they want to be able to, they should have just went outside and played for real. Impossible. Come on, man. It doesn't matter. See, maybe it's just a young thing. But when you get older and shit, you get to the point where you want all your games to be realistic. I don't even buy children's games and stuff no more. None. I got Ghost Recon, 2K. GTA can be a little childy, but it's for the most part, it's realistic with a lot of stuff you have to do. My kid downloaded Fortnite, but they about to get that shit off my game. We ain't only had that around here, not on my system. They about to get their own, so they play it on mine. But to carry on, you know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all make the game tougher, I'll even tolerate the microtransactions. But it's so hard to tolerate microtransactions when you got to tolerate an easy game where people still going to be whooping you and giving you a hard time whether they spend money or not. Okay? I shouldn't have to, you got people talking about, well, it's a talent to release the ball. My goddamn 8-year-olds got a good release and they ain't even played the game yet. Come on, man. There is nobody that's releasing the ball bad. The only people that release the ball bad is people that get an awkward animation and they mistime it because they wasn't prepared for that animation. Okay? Another thing y'all got to take out the game, it got to go. When you're running full sprint down the court, somebody passed the ball. Okay, when you catch it, it stops, it locks your feet directly on the ground, and you shoot the ball as if you were spot up. That bar goes so fast. That shit got to go. Those shots miss over, well, with me being a pure shot creator, those type of shots miss over 75% of the time. I know it when it happens. Come on, man. You cannot be in full sprint and catch the ball and you automatically stop as if you just hit a wall and just pull a trigger like that, man. You got to do something about that. There is nobody should be in any type of full sprint motion that stop, and get spot up shooting. To be honest with you, it's a lot more spot up shots that shouldn't even be happening like that. I get it. Like if you get like crazy open and you set, and then I dig it. That's all fine. But it's a lot of times people are moving. You know, if people got a lot more animation shots because they were actually moving instead of the game spotting, locking their feet to the ground, you see a lot more misses than people just OPing out. Okay. What else? I don't care much. Like I said, I don't really blame 2K, you know, for how you make the game. I hate the fact that your YouTubers play a role in hurting the game, hurting the titles. I heard one YouTuber go out his way to make a video specifically on talking about lag. Man, I heard about lag switching heavy and jailbreaking a system and all that stuff back in back in PlayStation 3. Now leave that shit where it's at, man. Okay? Now I'm sure some people is out there like that. But when you got a massive fan base, okay, you don't ever get out there and address certain things, man. Now you got your little kids and stuff like that asking, you know, oh man, let me learn more about this. Let me go on YouTube. How to make it? Can you do it for PS4? Can you do it like let it die? My man's went showed a little play making one. Like, why would you do that? He gonna say it's harmless. He gonna say it was ineffective. He gonna say it don't work. He gonna say the one I made was outdated. Like, he gonna have all these goddamn excuses. But the point of the matter is, you put the thought in a lot of these people's heads on what to start doing to troll their opponent. Like people that's like they've been talking about people that's been DDoSing people. Or getting people locked out of their PlayStation account. People are doing that to troll. They don't give it. People that troll like that don't win that much. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Because I don't know nobody that get hella wins playing straight up legit in any type of game, especially the one that they like the most, that start trolling. You don't have to troll when you can whoop people fair and square in the game just by whooping them, whatever the case is. I don't like all that, man. You know. You gotta do something about that. Man, there's some YouTubers, you know, you gotta shut their videos down, okay? They talk about the bull crap in your video, then they go out in their video. They talk about the bull crap in your game, but then they go out the way. They think it's a difference. Teach people how to play the game. Don't make videos trying to teach people how to break the game. Not even inadvertently. You know what I'm saying? Some people, you know, just make a video, you know, man, I was just talking, but you were teaching them what to do and how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Another thing, 2K, like I was saying, the game got to be tougher, man. It's too easy, okay? I've never seen a basketball game where somebody go shoot the three, he wide open. Your opponent shoot a three, he wide open, right? You like, come on, man, don't leave him open. He is sharp, right? He shoot another open three. And you like, oh, come on, man, stop leaving him open. Right? The man, he just hit 2 in a row. He go out, he shoot another 3. Oh, come on, man, you left him open again. Boom. Oh, he missed. Like, I've never seen a goddamn basketball game where it is more exciting to see people miss than it is to hit. Since when? When? How? Please tell me, Mike Wayne, how in God's name did it get more exciting to watch a guy that ain't supposed to miss than it does when he just hit? Every time he get up, he's just like, here's another hit. There's another hit. There's another hit. Like, it's not even exciting to watch people have a good shooting game. Okay, me personally, I'm a tough player. I want hella competition in the game. You get people always say, you know, I had somebody say in the little combat games, like, I stopped playing, like, it was so boring. Like, man, I was like, it was so boring. Because everybody that get up in there wants you to play the same. They want you to play off the exploit. They want the center to stand there like a tree, right? While the point guard run back and forth behind his ass until he get open and shoot hella threes. Every combat. Okay, so what y'all plan on doing, 2K? What, y'all just only drafting point guards and centers? Because I know goddamn well you can't possibly select accurately through the few players that wasn't a point guard or center that may have left out a game with a nice amount of points and statistics. You know, and you ain't gonna pick nobody just because they happen to be on teams that get hella wins. You know what I'm saying? Go figure. He only get 2 points, 2 assists every game, but his record says he got 40 wins, no losses. You ain't gonna pick nobody like that. Everybody knows that, man. Like, come on, man. The game is boring. And I ain't never seen people make a basketball game boring because the goddamn shots fall too much. How does a game get boring? Because everybody hits. But this is a case where everybody hits, and then there's some things where nobody hits. Like, go figure. The interior scoring is challenging. I ain't really got no complaints about that. That's actually pretty tough to score on the inside. The shot creators, the leaners miss so much. Now, I've seen some of your YouTubers start crying, oh my God, the shot creators are gods this year and blah, blah, blah. And anybody make a shot creator, we're not going to play with them. They're just cheesy. First off, ain't nobody bitch like that when the sharpshooters was cold every year. Every year. Ain't nobody bitch like that when the playmakers are cold every year. Nobody say nothing about it then. Now, y'all finally get a shot creators a game to try to shine, and people complaining, right? Man, I've missed more leaners than I've missed spot-up shots, right? But guess who don't miss? You got sharpshooters still shooting limitless range like they're layups. So why is it that sharpshooters shoot the best from 50 feet away from the goddamn rim? Shot creators, 6-7 foot leaners, can't hit more than them 3-pointers. Them archetype things, man. Y'all gotta do something about that, man. The archetypes, I like they're too. When you go dual, you're not supposed to be man, that character is supposed to be half and half, okay? There is no way one dual character need to feel like actually 2 pures in one build. Like a playmaking sharp, you can't leave him on 3-point line. He will go, I'm going to say, if he cheese dribble first, and lock, because everybody know how to shoot. You gotta do a dribble combo first. Maybe a step back. Something to lock your feet to the ground. Everybody know how to do it. Okay? It helps their hitting. You know, whatever the case is. They lock their feet to the ground, they shoot a 3. Bam. Okay? You know how hard it is to stop somebody while he running behind a screen that's constantly pulling you into it. Okay? Man. Some of these players, they so whack and so cheesy, man. Alright? Crazy, dude. You got to do something about that, man. Takeover mode should have never been in the game. It is not even a basketball thing. When in real life, when you supposed to be on takeover mode, it's simple. Hey, dog, you the one killing. Take over the game. You don't need a mode. That mode you put in the game, you know what that shit is? It is I call it a do something on the court stupid free card. That's what it is to me. You gave me the ability to do some dumb shit and possibly be successful on the court for damn near a minute and a half. 2 minutes. Then you gave him team takeover. Everybody do some dumb shit on the court. Free card. Man, when y'all put that takeover mode in the game, someone told me like y'all really don't feel like making basketball games no more. Like when you destroy, let me rephrase that. When you hurt already problem prone basketball game by putting that in. It's an overpowered basketball game, okay? How do you put something in there to make it even more overpowering? It's almost like y'all anticipating the game to be hard to shoot. Your games are never hard to shoot. Ever hard to shoot. So how do you put this mode in the game? It's like, man, they ain't going to be able to shoot. We got to give them a little harder mode. What's this stuff where you can't contest shots from the back, over the back, and from the sides? Over the back, I think you should be able to contest all of them heavy, because you trying to shoot normal, and you don't see them coming. That should affect your shot almost more than seeing them coming from the front. Y'all put too much into scoring to me. Okay, that's another problem. There's too much into shooting. You got close out, hot spots, dead eye, creative glitch jump shots, dual archetypes now. The ability, the little cheese shooting where you string a dribble combo, lock your feet, and pull a trigger. Okay, you got corner specialists. You got goddamn 2K. It don't take all that to shoot, man. Just there is no such thing as overpowered defense and offense. You got to pick one. If you want the defense to look like it's heavy, you got to dramatically decrease the offense. Now, I'm sure y'all ain't gonna do that, because you got more of the little soft ass players that can't take a tough game. Okay, leave it in there for them. We know they can't take it. Leave it in there. But you need to put 2 more modes up in here for the people that don't like all that, man. Period. It need to be different type of champions in this game, okay? We are not the same. You got the Floyd Mayweathers. You got the Muhammad Ali's. You got the the Sugar Rays. And you got the Mike Tysons, okay? Like, it need to be 4 different champions styles in this game, man. All right? If you make the game tougher, I wouldn't complain about nothing else. It wouldn't be nothing. The microtransactions, whatever. Takeover, whatever. It don't do much anyway. You know, you still got to be smart when you do stuff on the court. Like, it's bad when you can just do. Like, we got people. I tagged y'all in it on Twitter. A few videos in the combine showing you, man, all they doing is the point. They tell you to spread out, right? Get them room on the court. You know what that is? All they doing is doing on the Pro-Am court what they do on the 2-on-2 court. Everybody spread out. Let us two, let me just keep running back and forth behind him, whatever the case is, and just try to score. We going to get all the points as the point guard and the center. You guys just be happy that you're here to get the W. But on the slide, I look better. And that's what they're doing, man. Come on, man. That's the thing. Y'all gonna look like, well, we can't do nothing about that, because that's how they're playing. And you're right, that is how they're playing. But they wouldn't do that if they knew they couldn't. You can't do 5 out if the 3-pointers ain't OP. You can't do 5 out if the speed boost is gone. Okay? Me personally, I'm a tough player. I don't think people should be able to string together a 15 dribble combo. Hell, I'm going to be a little stricter, man. I'll even take a 10 dribble combo. Man, if you ain't got where you trying to go in 10, 15 dribbles, you ain't going to get there, man. Okay? You're not getting there. All right, you ain't getting there. All right, just stand